friends to come on. Okay. We are
Hello.
live. And
Just
remember, we're usually the last ones, but there are friends after us today. So we
are
have
there?
to
Who's on after us?
um let's see.
I didn't even pay any attention to that.
Yeah, so at 3 p.m. Lydia is going with Nikki, and then at
That's
4 p.m. Nancy Pretty NLC Designs is going with Michelle's Creative Treasures. So
oh,
usually you and I are
nice.
finishing the day out, but
Nice.
there are friends on after us, so we have to behave and stay in our lane.
To stay in our lane.
Stay in our lane, our one
Yeah.
hour lane. Okay, so we are live. I am
There
going
we are.
to. Why are we blurry on my
Are we?
laptop? On my laptop, we look
Huh.
blurry.
No, it looks perfect on my iPad.
Okay, good, good. It's good on my phone, and it's if it's good on your end, then
Yeah.
oh, the blur went away. It must have been buffering or something. Who knows?
Could
All
be.
right, I'm gonna tag our followers and share us, and we can go ahead and get started. As you guys
Hmm.
pop in, say hi so we know you're here.
Hopefully, I can read comments because I couldn't earlier.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up another phone just in case. Hey,
Hi,
Melissa.
Melissa. Stereo.
You want to tell them? Well, you want to wait a minute though and tell them what we're doing. There's Tammy.
Yep. Okay. I'm just sharing. Okay. It's posting. All right. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Michelle.
Oh gosh, Michelle,
Thank
I'm glad
you
you
for
said that.
sharing. Thank you. Hi, Maricela.
Michelle
Yeah.
said she posted her bingo numbers. I forgot mine.
Yep. You got to get them in. We're doing bingo tonight.
Oh
Maricela,
man.
there's your niece. You see her? She put herself in the
Yes.
crate and she's chewing her bun. Yep. I told you she's cuckoo when we leave and we have to put her in the crate. She gets all nervous and
oh,
shakes and doesn't like it. And then
oh.
she just puts herself in the crate herself during the day.
It's her safe place.
Yeah, as long as the door's not shut. If we shut the door, hi
Oh,
Priscilla, hi Nick, hi
oh.
Tisha, hi friends. Okay, guys. So Jan and I talked last week. Hi Dawn, how are you? Yeah, I know Maricela. She's a cuckoo, but I love her.
Nikki B.
Jan and I talked last week, and we decided for this week we wanted to do something fun. So we came up with similar to like Christine and I did, one project done two different ways. So we're both gonna make some kind of summer ice cream sundae, and we're gonna do it two different ways. So ready, set, go.
I think I'm going to do an ice cream cone though. I switched it up from you. Uh huh.
Well, that's good. And they
I
won't
could have
be.
done a sundae easily, but I decided I want to do a cone. It's a little bit harder.
Yeah, right. At least with a cup, you can use it standalone. And I want mine
Yeah.
to stand alone on my tier tray. Michelle and friends, this is one I got from Michelle
Yes.
Crackenham.
I
She
love
cut
her
it for
stuff.
me. It's so adorable. I love it because you can get these little ice cream bowls like from Hobby Lobby, and I even think Dollar Store with the spoons. But I like
Hmm.
this one because it's tiny. This one is
Whoopah.
2 inches tall.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
I
this
like
size.
that. Well, I've got a tree in my kitchen that has all kinds of sweet treats and ice cream cones in it, but I don't have one made the way I'm going to make today. So I decided I wanted to make a cone.
There you go. There you
Oh,
go. All right, guys. I keep in my stash my yucky clay, the old, yucky, dried up, not good for fake baking, but it's good to use as filler inside things. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fill the inside with
good
some
idea.
yucky clay.
So it's not hard as a rock, but it's pliable.
Right. Like this piece is I can bend it, but it's super hard. Like when you break it, it snaps.
Yeah.
This piece is still a little, see, I'm pulling it and but you
Mm,
couldn't use it to make
no,
anything with.
no,
It's yucky. It's
it's
yucky.
yucky.
Hi AAA. yucky. So I'm just gonna put a little Elmer's tacky glue on the inside of my little cup.
All right. So I cut a ball in half, not very well, especially that one, but I'm not worried about it. Um, See, I'm going to use spackle as ice cream,
Nice.
and Debbie's going to do clay as ice cream, right?
Yep, yep.
Nice.
Hmm.
Triple A.
I love spackle and I love how it looks, but I navigate away from using it because it's just so messy to
Oh, I
load in the
love it.
bags and to clean the bags and the tips and everything. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I don't
I
like to.
taught a spackle class last month in the secret recipe, but I was on for 2 hours and didn't even get done what I wanted to do because
Uh,
I wanted to do the Russian tips with spackle and I didn't
right,
get
I
time to do it.
remember. No, I remember you saying that you were
Yeah,
anxious to give them a try.
yeah. So I'll play with those another day. So I
Yeah,
cut my ball in half and now, because I want a base, so I'm just going to glue this little half ball on here. And I'm going to go ahead and do it before I put what I'm going to put on the cone on, just so I have that part done. Doesn't hurt anything.
right.
I
Gotcha.
like to have a base with this spackle. If not, your spackle will fall right down in the middle. But that's
Yeah,
the same with clay too. If you're doing like a twirl, you
yeah,
have to do something in the middle of it to keep it standing up.
yeah. All of
So
the
did
tips.
you and the hubby have a good Father's Day?
We did. We did. We drove to my oldest son's on Saturday afternoon. We were just there last weekend for the car show.
Yeah.
We were there this weekend for Father's Day, and just I am going next weekend to babysit my granddaughter. Um,
Oh,
but we did. We
lots
went
of
to my
family time.
my yeah, we went to my oldest. And then in the evening, my husband and I attended one of my best friends, her kids. And let me tell you, they did such an amazing job. My
Oh,
best friend Joyce was turning 70, and her
oh,
kids threw her a surprise,
oh,
and she was surprised when she walked in.
oh.
The look on her face. They did such an amazing job. They had everything was black and gold. They had one of the balloon garlands with a backdrop for pictures. They had a candy table loaded with candy that you could scoop and put in goodie bags to take, and it was all candies like from the 50s. The little candy cigarettes and the pixie sticks and the little buttons on the paper and the bazooka bubble gum. So cute.
I love
They
that.
She's a scrapbooker. That's how her and I met. They had or three 8 foot long tables set up with like 100 photos in frames of her from when she was born all the way till now. 70 years of photos in frames.
Oh my goodness.
They had a veggie and fruit table. They had sweet tea and lemonade. And then for dinner, the buffet was salad and rolls, uh, smoked barbecue
Oh,
chicken,
oh,
rice, and green beans and carrots. It was so, the
oh.
kids did. Then they had a little table when you walk in, and it had uh, decorations on it. And then it had a canvas for everyone to sign and put well wishes. I mean,
I
I
love
told the
it.
kids, y'all are just such blessings to Joyce because you did such a nice job with her party.
Sounds like they understood the assignment.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, she has a daughter who's a teacher. So, I feel teachers are very creative and
Oh
crafty.
yeah. Oh
Anyways,
yeah.
and then her son and her daughter created a script. So to kick the party off after Joyce arrived, they had everyone sitting down, and the daughter and the son got on the microphone and they read from the script, and they just sang her praises that she's so giving and she volunteers and she's such a great mother and such a great grandmother and sister and friend. And
Oh,
I mean, I had tears in my eyes. I know she did.
I
It
bet.
was
That sounds
so
awesome.
nice.
Now
It
I'm going to
was,
use this I got from Annie from Annie's Treasures. So if anybody ever wants these, I noticed the other day she had these in her shop again.
oh,
So
nice.
yeah,
So
that's the only one I
is
use.
it waffle? Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I got that one from her too.
because they're hard to find unless you want to spend a bunch to get the big one. And then it's like, well, I don't use anything bigger than this. So
Right. Yeah.
hello, hello, beautiful. Dawn says she loves her spackle. Now, Dawn, let me ask you those. I don't know if they were cookies that you just did. I think they may have been clay and spackle. She just did a picture. I just saw a picture of trying to think what they were now. I thought they were so cute. Now I'm like drawing a
Yeah.
blank.
She does great mixing mediums.
Yes.
Dawn uses spackle a lot, but then she'll
Yes.
mix in foam clay.
Yes.
She is another one so talented.
Yeah, she's one of the OGs. She's one of the first
Yep.
people I watched.
That's how I got into fake baking. I told her that because we did a trio with Lydia one Friday night, and I told her I was just perusing through YouTube one Friday evening bored, like, and one of her videos came up, and I
Yeah.
watched it, and I was intrigued, and then I found Crystal, and I took Crystal's beginners workshop. Yeah.
Yes. I'm just using my handy dandy pizza cutter to cut around this because I want to cut out the shape of this cone. Because I had a bigger cone out, and I thought if I do a bigger cone, I'll need to do a glitter foam sheet, and two or three of my other ice creams on my tree are the glitter foam. And I thought, no, you want to do something different today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
why I did the clay instead. I think I've only got, I don't even know if I have one that has foam clay on it. I might.
Uh, I usually put this in this big ice cream scoop mold and then pop it in my freezer, and I
Yeah.
didn't. I'm a little off my game because we were gone over the weekend, usually the day before I prep. So I hope I can get this out, you guys. I'm gonna be careful.
Just sometimes I squeeze it like like this. It just so happens. Sometimes I'll turn it over and just kind of go around and just squeeze it like that and it'll pop out.
Okay.
So maybe if you tried that, because I have that same, I love that mold.
Oh, Jan, that worked like perfect. That works
That's one of
perfect.
my favorite ice cream molds.
I love it. But maybe I have to get with you because I have like the next smaller size, and then I
Yeah.
want next smaller size for
I
this
can
is,
get
I'll
you one
say,
of those. Let
large.
me show you if I got a cone sitting here or a scoop.
I
I
think I
had
have to
some
have
scoops
you make
sitting
me a
here.
smaller one.
Where are they? I had a whole thing of scoops sitting right here. My maid probably did clean those up. She's
Hmm.
notorious for cleaning up things I don't
You're
want her to
made.
clean up. And then she don't clean up the other things. Everybody thinks I really have a maid. No, I'm the maid.
Same, same
She's
girl,
me.
same,
Oh, I know. I
same.
just had one. I'll find it here in a minute. Let me get this. If not, I'll send you a picture of one. I've got some mini scoops, ice
Okay,
cream scoops that
I
I can
think
make.
I'm gonna have you make me some
Yeah,
smaller ones.
yeah, I can do it.
You
I can
guys,
do it.
I think I ruined this super glue the last time or a time ago. I think I infiltrated some hot glue or tacky glue into it, and it is just sticky now, so I'm not even
Oh
going to use
no,
it. It's
no,
just gloopy and sticky. So I
no.
have a new one. Hi Tina, how are you? Jane can make just about anything, Angie. She's super talented in molds.
Yes, I do make the bowl mold. I'll show you. Yeah, let me show you. I just poured one yesterday, Nikki. Hold on. Oh, I know where it is. I think I set it down in here earlier trying to get my live to go where I wanted it. You talking about this one, Nikki B? How about that one? I've got one poured. Yeah, I make those. I've been selling quite a bit of those too. because you can't get them anymore. So everybody wants
Oh,
them.
really?
No, the company went out of business.
Interesting.
Yeah, the owner retired, and he's not. They're not making them anymore.
Hi, Jenna. Hi, Pamela. That mold is the perfect size for Michelle's 2-inch waffle cups. Look, guys.
Oh, that
Perfect.
is cute.
Perfect
See,
size.
I
Yep.
like that.
Yep. Good to know, right? All right, now I'm gonna
Yeah.
make some drip to go around just because I like a drip. I
Now, if
like a drip.
anybody's interested in that mold or any other, just shoot me a message anytime.
That's so great that you've made a lookalike, Jan, since
Yeah.
people can't get the original one
No,
anymore.
they don't. They went completely out of business. None of their molds now, and they had some nice molds.
That's crazy. I
I
mean, I
know.
feel like fake bakers are keeping the mold and cookie cutter and bling and rhinestones industries like in business. I
You would
mean,
think
why would anyone be going out
he
now?
just the owner decided to retire, and I guess
Oh,
maybe he didn't have anybody to take over, which is
gotcha.
sad.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right,
Retiring is different than just going out. Going out. All right,
all right.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
try
have to
to
add something
oil.
right there.
I'm gonna oil this drip cutter. This is the smallest one from See My 3D Prints, guys, and it tends to be ornery. All those little teeny
No,
tiny crevices. So I'm trying to really oil it up so it cooperates for me. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
probably
see.
gonna do like a drip off of here. I don't know if I'll go up on the back of my cone, but I think I will. Um, the front. I think I'm going to put a drip. So I
Uh-huh.
think I want to do the drip first before, because once I do the top with spackle, I won't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Now I got to figure out where I'm going to put it when I do that. Should have see if it's too late. Let me put a skewer just to hold it in the bottom, just so I can put it in my. I've got a tray that I use. I won't keep the skewer in it when I put it in my tree. I'll cut it off. But to put it in my holder that I use, my tray, I need to put that in there. Now,
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
put it down in my tray, it'll stand. And of course, I stuck my finger on the back. Good thing this is my cone.
Yeah.
And you ain't going to see that back anyway because it's going in my tree.
Yeah.
Always something.
You can hide sins and mistakes if you're keeping it for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Do I want to put it in this? Yeah, I can put it in that, or I've
Oh,
got
I
a
love
tray.
that. That's
I got
neat.
that off of the Temu, of course. But then I also have this stand that I like to put things into. It's not always the best because it doesn't stand. If I cut this off a
Mm,
little bit, it might. Because I don't want it to stand down in there and mess it up as
yeah.
I'm holding it.
Yeah.
As I keep holding it. Let's
Okay,
see.
guys, I am really, really oiling this, and so far it's cooperating.
Now I'm just going to stick it down in that. I'm not going to try it. This is supposed to be for like icing bags and icing tips and stuff. And I use it on occasion, but it's not working out for what I want right now.
Aw.
So I'll leave it there. Now I got to decide what color drip do I want. And I think I'm going to use my gallery glass. Let me see, because I think this is going to be a candy land.
Love. All right, let me do one more. I think 3 will be enough to go all the way around, hopefully.
Actually, I
Hopefully.
think I'm going to use the slick paint. Now I could go over and mix up some Mod Podge and some paint. And I think I already have some, but it's super drippy. This is a little drippy, but if I use the gallery glass, it's barely drippy. So maybe I'll use gallery glass. But you can
So,
use like silicone paint and Mod Podge and make it thicker. and use it that way, but I don't have any mixed up. I don't think. Wait a minute. I
I'm
might.
not familiar with gallery glass. What is that?
It is. I'll show you in just a second. It's really cool stuff, and Pam from Pam's Steak Bake Bakery is the one who turned me on to it. I'm thinking I might use this though. It comes in a multitude of colors, and it's for let me think. It's for you can buy acetone or acetate sheets, and you can buy patterns, and you can pretend doing stained glass. So you would take your
Oh,
pattern and lay it out, and then you take your acetate sheet over the top. And then there's one of the gallery glass that's black is your leading. So you trace the outline with that, let it dry. And then it's like coloring like a coloring book. And then you just
gotcha.
take the different colors and go in, and some of them have um, patterns. Some of them have, I mean, where you can do the colors and do it that way, where they give you the colors, or you can do your own. So,
Gotcha.
hello, Jenna. Hello, Lambrina and Pamela.
Hi, friends.
What's up, girls? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do it, Margarita. I try to roll my R's and I can't always roll my R's. Margarita, I haven't practiced lately. I'm sorry, Margarita. I always try to roll my R's anytime she ever comes on, and I can't.
I cannot. I cannot. I'm not even going to attempt because I can't do it.
I used to be able to. Margarita. My husband can roll his R's like you wouldn't believe. Not me. All right, I don't know if I want to use this teal or if I want to use the lime green. This is a mix of the Mod Podge, the paint, and the caulk, the clear caulk. So it makes it thick. Let me just see what it looks like. I haven't used it for a while. It may be dried up. There's
I'm
so
just,
many ways to make a drip.
yeah. I'm just putting a
Shannon said
little,
she used some for Linzer cookies, the gallery glass.
that's cool.
I am going to use this mixture.
I'm just putting some tacky glue onto the back of these little drips and attaching them to the waffle cone.
Lord, it's getting more drippy than what I wanted, though.
Mm.
Oh, my. Trying to control my drip.
Is the gallery glass really liquidy?
No, this is the other stuff that I
Oh,
decided to use instead.
oh,
Gallery glass would have probably been better. But see, there's my drip. It's major drippy. Yeah,
it looks pretty though. I like it.
I'm going to add some sprinkles to it real quick because they're probably going to slide down it anyway. Oh man, I got it all over me. That's why I always have wipes nearby. I'm a messy crafter.
When you're using glue and paint and all of the things,
Well, you wouldn't
uh,
believe how much I go through when I'm making molds or working in resin, because you got to clean up as you go. If not, it
yes,
dries on stuff.
yep. Because I just got tacky glue on my fingers. Now I want to wash it off before I touch my last little drip. Otherwise,
Oh
it'll
my!
run out.
Now I'm going to use these. I just poured a bunch of these all over my table. I'm a hot mess express today. I'm telling you what,
I love it. I love it.
just a hot mess express. Well, did you hear my news from last week?
About your now going to be one of the admins for the group for the pink frosties?
No, that's part of it, but my daughter found out on Thursday that she's going to be a grandma in January.
Oh,
So what does that make me?
oh, a great.
I'm going to be a great grandma. And I'm like, I'm too young.
Oh, How sweet, though. Oh my gosh.
So it looks like we'll be making some trips to Charlotte next year.
Oh, Charlotte, Jan,
Yeah,
if you do, you and I should try to
yeah.
connect.
Girl, we
We're
totally will.
we're about 5 hours from Charlotte,
Yeah,
but maybe we can meet somewhere. Like my kids live around Raleigh, and that's only about
yeah,
2 hours.
yeah. I love Raleigh.
Yeah,
Love it there. Now that really came out cute. I like that.
it
That's a
is
pretty sprinkle
cute.
mix. But
I'm
yeah,
just
she
using the
and
end
her
of the
name, my
ball
daughter's
tool.
name is Amanda, and
Mm-hmm.
her husband said, "I have the perfect name for you for the baby to call you." And she's like, "What?" Gramanda.
Oh, I feel like that would be hard for a baby to say.
He
I
was
feel like,
being so silly. But I'm like,
oh,
"Hey, it works. Gramanda. You're my grandma, my Gramanda."
yeah. Well, my husband, when we had our first grandchild, we were picking our, grandparent names, and I knew I
Yeah.
wanted to be Mimi. So they
Oh,
call me Mimi, which is relatively easy to say. It's a lot like Mama, Mimi.
yeah.
But his name is Wally, and he says, I want to be GW, Grandpa Wally. Grandpa Wally is too long and too hard. So he's like, they could just call me GW. So
Oh, I
he's
love that.
GW.
I
Yeah.
love that. Well, Tommy's grandpa's name was Papa. They all called him Papa Cook. Well,
Cute.
when we had the children, he wanted them to call him Papa. And they're like, "We are not calling you Papa. You're our dad. We're not calling you Papa." So
Oh,
to
he
the,
wanted your kids to.
yes. And so to our grandbabies, he's Papa.
Cute.
And I'm Nana.
I love that.
And then one of my best friends in Alabama, her name was, they called her Gaga. So I went
Gaga.
around calling her Lady Gaga all the time.
Oh my gosh. That's cute. I love it that people are, that the recent generations, they're picking out like unique,
Yeah.
different names than just grandma and grandpa.
Well, hey Trina. Uh Michelle's gone to the bank. Oh fun. Hey, Jenna's close to Charlotte. Hey, sweet bee. What's up, friend? I didn't know Jenna was close to Charlotte. Well, I know Jess
Yeah.
is not far.
Jenna, I
Because
think, lives near Rock Hill, if I'm not
really, well,
mistaken.
she is close. All right, now I'm going to take my spackle. I'm just going to use white, and I'm going to go in here and make a mess. Okay. Yeah, I
You
think I'm going to start
allow.
at the bottom.
I'm just using my ball tool to even out the seams and kind of marry my drip to the ice cream scoop. We're going to add glitter so it will cover all the sins, but I just want to make sure there's no uh gaps. I want to make sure all the drip clay is touching all the scoop clay.
When I'm doing this, I'm trying to go like kind of swirly to make it a little bit more fancy than when I do like a mug topper or something. 'Cause I'm trying to make it more swirly, but not around and around. Because if I want an ice cream, I want something fancy. I can't eat ice cream. I'm so sad.
You can't eat ice cream.
No,
Why?
it
Why?
started bothering my stomach.
Oh,
I know. It makes me so sad.
can you take the lactate pills?
Probably. I haven't tried it yet though. I like frozen yogurt too, so it doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, Tommy will say, "I want to go to Dairy Queen," and I'm like, "Sorry."
Yes. Dairy Queen has the best.
I know. I'm like, "Sorry, I can't do it." He's like, "Well, you're a party pooper." I'm like, "Well,
Oh,
we can go. You can get all you want, but
yeah.
not me."
Yeah. Aw. Try one time getting the lactate pills and see. My
I
mother-in-law,
think I
I think,
will.
is the same. She's like, whenever I have anything dairy, it bothers my stomach. I'm like, well, you should get the pills and see. If it
And see,
works,
this is
great.
something just recent for me within this last year. It
Yeah.
never bothered me before, but now I
Yeah.
eat it and I have to be close to a bathroom or we're going to have a mess.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
All right, this is not standing up like I want it. So I'm going to get my tray back out again. It's gotten top heavy and it keeps trying to fall over on me. So I'm
That's
going to have
not
to
good.
cut this thing off.
Okay, guys. So I made sure all the drip seams were kind of pushed together with my ball tool, and that the drip top was married to the bottom of the scoop bottom, so they're all touching. So cute.
I don't like the way that's standing. Oh man, of course I stuck my thumb right in the drip.
I put my thumb in one of my drips, but like I said, we're gonna cover it with diamond dust, and then I have a cute little thing on the very end that I'm gonna spin and do something a little bit different. So
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure I put that item right where I put my thumb in one of the drips.
All right, I think I made it too short to go in that. Oh, maybe not. No, it's too
Right.
short. Let's go back over here. I am messing my cone all up. I'll have to go back in and play with it.
Well,
Ah,
that's the
good thing
nice
it's mine.
thing. You always can cover little spots that you're not happy with. Just add more sprinkles, add a bow, add
Yes. Oh, I
glitter.
could add a bow down there. That would be cute.
Totally cute, and it'll cover up anything that you don't like.
I think I will add a bow right there now that you say that.
There you go.
Not
And
like I can't make one, you
I
know?
know where you can get a bow mold.
Know where I can make a bow. I know who has one. I think I want a cherry on top. I'm going to grab a cherry. And then
Yeah.
I think I'm going to put sprinkles on it and hope this stands. I hope my spackle don't decide to just fly off.
Oh, Cece said she does the lactose milk and ice cream.
Huh.
There's special lactose intolerant for lactose intolerant. They make a special milk and special ice cream. But if you
Nice.
wanted to go to like Ben and Jerry's or
I know.
Dairy Queen or something, just try taking one of those pills and try it. Because I hate that for you. That you
Well,
like ice cream, but you can't eat it.
one of my neighbors owns the cutest ice cream shop. Well, it's called Crown Florals and Gifts, which is more gift store now. And him and his wife live up like the next block above me. And
Uh
he
huh.
started a creamery in the shop, and they make fudge and
Ooh,
all the things. And it's the
yum.
cutest. Oh my gosh, I love just going in that shop. It is
Yeah.
so cute. And it's big. It's a huge 2.5 story building that they've done.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, I am messing up that back big time. All right, that's not getting it. I don't want to have to sit here and hold this thing all day, but I might have to.
Three
Oh my
hours from
goodness.
now, Jan is still going to be holding her.
Just the girl in her ice cream cone.
Right?
I never had this problem with glitter foam sheets. Now I know why I use them.
Huh.
Never had this problem.
All right. And now I'm just going to take my ball tool again and gently.
No, Lydia, if that's a different person and her and I don't speak anymore, I don't think she is. Um, yeah, that's a different. She's competition over community, and I just can't be a part of that. So, yeah, I like community a lot better than competition.
I don't know who you're talking about.
She's talking about the girl who did the balloon arches for Fake Bakers last year.
Oh,
She's also in my town and has an ice
oh,
cream shop. She did it
oh.
on purpose.
Mm,
Yeah.
no bueno. Mm.
Yeah, she's not a very nice person. I hate to say that. I've
Jeez.
known her
Oh,
forever.
oh, sad.
I know.
You
It's
would think
definitely,
someone that does balloons for a living would just be a happy person.
well, you would think,
Balloons are so cute and happy.
but it's definitely competition over community, and I
Oh,
just don't do that.
that's not fun.
I know. I'm going to have to sit and hold this thing because now I told you my ice cream's going to fall off the back.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be sitting here holding my ice cream. Y'all just go about your business.
Go about your business. All right, mine, because I have pivoted and I'm working on things to put on my tier tray when I take my watermelon stuff down for
Oh,
July. I'll
yes.
do it patriotic. So my ice cream project today is going to be red, white, and blue.
I decided to add some sprinkles to mine. I could have sprayed this. Sometimes if you let your spackle set too long and you're afraid things aren't going to stick to it, spray it lightly with water and
Uh-huh.
then things will stick to it.
There you go.
That's my tip of the day.
Tip of the day. All right, so I have my vanilla ice cream and then I have my blueberry drip. And I'm just patting down all the little drips.
Annie, AAA, I have some. It won't stand up. I've tried it. I've got some down here beside me. I think I'm going to stick it. I've got a one of these trays sitting over top of a trash can. I'm going to see if it'll go down in that. Nope, the holes are too little. I need something that's going to keep it standing straight up because the leaning part's not getting it.
Hi, Tina.
I have a piece of styrofoam, and last time I tried it, it wouldn't stand up, but let me try it again. That's the thing, it gets so top heavy with all this spackle in it. I
Yeah,
actually need to hold it like this for a few minutes so it'll try and fall the other way. I'm trying. I know. Hey, Tina McCune, how are you? I know,
hey,
Crafty Lady,
Maritza.
we've been making some at our church for pictures like Mother's Day. We didn't do one for Father's Day, but we did one for Mother's Day and we did one for Easter. And they're really not that hard to make. The balloon arches. And we just did one for a baby shower last weekend before last. And the girl sells them on TikTok in the TikTok shop. And hers was probably the easiest one of all because it was the poles, like when you put a tent up, you know how the dome tents. Well, this was just like that, only it was a huge arch, and then the bases were like blow up, not balloons, but like blow up bases, and you could fill them with water, and they would hold the arch up.
Oh,
It was
wow.
really a good design. I don't know who came up with it, but she sells them in her TikTok shop. So she
That's
said,
cool.
"Let's just try my arch." And we were glad we did because the one we were trying to put up was hard metal and it was hard. It's
Mm,
hard to decorate. Hers, you just slide it up over that arch. You know, you put your balloons together and it had the clasp, and then you just slide it, and it went together super fast. Super fast. I was very impressed. As I
nice.
stick my finger in this again. There's definitely going to be a bow right there in the front. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I may take this puppy apart.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I'm not liking the bottom. I'm not liking the base. I'm getting too much of my fingers in it. It's taken away the waffle. Um,
Oh,
I'm not liking it.
oh, I
I'm not
hate
liking
that.
it.
I
You ever
hate
do
that.
that? Do you ever take things apart?
Not often, but yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah.
And I did when I started with Speckle. I didn't know there was a difference between DAP and Red Devil. And I
Yes.
was doing an extreme Sunday and building it up, building it up, building it up, putting things on it,
Oh,
and starting to put the sprinkles and glitter on, and it just kept falling, and I kept trying to build it up and tip it upside down. I ended up literally taking the whole thing off and starting all over again.
yeah.
I was
That's yeah. I get you.
so upset.
That's probably what's going to happen with this. I'll save the stuff I can, and this is what it looks like. But look, see what my cone's doing. It's getting my fingerprints. I can't get it to stand up anywhere. My spackle's trying to fall off the back. It's just not doing what I wanted it. And things happen, you
I get
know.
that.
You just got to roll with the punches,
Well,
and
you're showing our friends that,
yeah.
it happens to all of us. It happens to you. It happens to me. Some people
Mhm.
get down on themselves. Oh, I'm going to give up. I just can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes,
Yeah,
you can. It happens
just
to
pivot.
everyone. Yeah, just pivot.
Yep. I'll pivot to something else. I'll pivot probably to the glitter foam sheet, and I'll probably still do a spackle top for it though. But it may end up being a pink spackle top because I'm out of spackle. I used so much for that class that I taught in glitz and glue that I have some colors up there I can use, but I have no more white.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's that. And I'm not buying any right now, but I will pretty soon because July's coming, and my Christmas and my July is Christmas, and I got lots of things I need spackle for. Ooh, Maritza went to the Tower of London. You know she's on a European trip, didn't you?
How fun.
Did you know that Maritza is?
I did not.
Yeah, she's on a European trip. They went to the Tower of London today.
So cool.
So cool. She's been taking pictures and stuff, so
Nice. All right, guys, I am going to add a little bit of tacky glue. I'm not going to cover it completely, but I'm adding a little bit of tacky glue to our blueberry drip here and there. And then we're going to sprinkle some of my Patriotic
oh,
sprinkle mix over it. I
that's
don't
gonna look
want
so good.
to cover it completely because I want some of the blueberry drip to show. So,
All right, I'm taking it apart. I
oof,
can't sit here and hold it. I'm not gonna
well,
sit here and hold it. I'm
this
gonna
is a
take it
good
apart.
a good lesson today for our friends on what to
Yep.
do if this happens to you.
And don't cry over I can't say spilled milk. Don't cry over lumpy ice cream cones.
Right.
If it had been real, I'd eat it.
It's a great teaching opportunity though, Jan,
Yeah, yeah.
to show everyone that, you know, it always doesn't come out perfect. So
No,
don't be down on yourself.
no, no.
Pivot. If
Pivot.
you can save it, try to save it. And if you can't, just scrape it off and start again. It's only a
Yep,
little bit of spackle, it's only a little bit of clay.
yep.
All right, there's my patriotic mix, guys. I'm gonna hold this over my little sprinkle tray and
I'm
we'll
definitely
add some.
pivoting.
Definitely pivot.
Yes. Can't save the clay. Can't save. I can save the cone. I can save the cherry, and I can save the ball on the top, and that's about it. See, isn't that a fancy ice cream? Oh my goodness! And where's
It's
my
so
wipes?
pretty. It's so pretty.
Oh my word! Well, that's like I did an ice cream cone not too long ago with the with foam clay, and I did the swirl like a ribbon, went around and around and around, and I wanted to add some of the glitter rope to it. Well, I did that, and I'm sitting there watching it, and it starts pulling the clay apart, and I'm
Oh.
like, nope,
Oh
that's not going to
yeah, yeah.
do
You
it.
did that with me. You did that with
Yes.
me. Yeah.
So I took that glitter off, the glitter, and I never put it back on.
No, no.
So and it was okay. It looks great. I mean, it's a beautiful ice cream cone. But yeah, it was not good because it kept trying to pull it apart.
Well,
So
it's
you learn and you move on.
another good teaching opportunity
Mhm.
to show what
And you
can
make a
happen
mess.
And if this happens, here's how you fix it. Right?
Everybody's like, put it back in the bag. The spackle had um it had sprinkles in it already. It wouldn't go through my bag. It wouldn't go through my tip on my ice cream. Now I could have done it with no tip, but nah. It's just a little spackle. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Right.
okay.
This looks so yummy, you guys. See
I
how
love
this,
that.
I just added a little bit of glue. So there would be some sprinkles, but I didn't want to entire, because you guys know I usually drown my stuff in sprinkles and glitter. I didn't want it, I wanted the blue to show. I wanted
Yeah,
some of the blue to show to get our
it's
red, white,
great.
and blue. But I definitely wanted the bling and the sparkles.
I like the bling and the sparkle.
Yes, me too.
I know I've told my kids when I pass and y'all, I'm going to be cremated. Add some glitter to the ashes and throw me around.
Yeah, I
'Cause your
like
mama
that.
loves glitter.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, I'm just using my pokey tool to kind of get any of the little pieces that might be misbehaving, kind of coaxing them to lay flat and behave. Super cute. Okay. All right, so now let me get all of this back in the hot tub with his friends. It's like liquid gold. We don't want to waste any of it.
No.
My patriotic mix.
Did you tell me the other day what you guys do for the 4th of July?
Um, we don't have any set in stone annual plans.
No.
I think we do stuff different every year.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood always, like before the 4th, has a party at the clubhouse with a band and food and everything. So we'll probably go to that. All right, this is some of the cherry old fashioned sweet glitter, you
Oh,
guys,
I
and
like it.
I'm going to try. I don't want it to get on my white, but I'm going to try. I don't know, I might regret this. And it's not that big of a deal because when the white clay dries, you could take your fan brush and just brush it off.
Yeah.
But I'm going to
Yeah.
try to get some of the not so chunky, get a scoop of the not so chunky, and just lightly sprinkle. I'm just going to get a little bit at a time and lightly sprinkle it on my blue. So if there's any little glue areas that aren't covered by the sprinkles, it'll stick. And again, some got on my red cherry, not a problem. I'm just fan brushing it off. And if you don't want to ruin your clay, let it dry and then come back tomorrow. Use your fan brush. It'll come right off, guys. Wherever you don't have glue, it'll just come right off.
Now I've got to see which one of these glitter sheets. I think I'm going to do pink for the cone for the icing part. So I don't want to do pink. I think if I want to, I got these from Ginger. I don't think I want to use my gingerbread. I think I want to save those for uh, Christmas in July. So
That's
do
the plan. So have you already started formulating your designs for what you want to
Oh,
bake
I've
in
got
July?
so much left over that I didn't do last year that I've got enough for probably 3 or 4 months worth of things.
Well,
Yeah, I've
that's
got plenty.
fun. That's fun.
Plenty. All right, I know I'm not using pink. Put that back. I think I might do the green. I love green and pink.
I do too. I love pink and orange. I love pink and green. I love pink and aqua.
See,
I love
and
pink
our
with
Miss Dawn, she uses pink and green a lot. That's her signature colors.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Her little craft studio is so sweet.
I love it. I love it.
The little curtains. Okay, I'm not going to mess with my cherry too much. It got a little bit of the glitter on the bottom of the cherry, but I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to let it dry. I know it will come right off once that clay is dry. It'll come right off incorporate. All right, how we doing on time? 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. And
As I
now
like
I'm
to,
trying to decide if this is going to be big enough. Because I'm going to cut this piece of glitter foam sheet. That one may be too big. Let me see.
get this cherry old fashioned out of our way, back in the bag.
I think I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Yeah.
So we're pivoting. We're going over to this. We're going to this instead.
All right. Cherry old fashioned is out of our way. All right. And I promised in the beginning I was going to share a little fun twist at the very end with my, I'm still going to add diamond dust to the drips, guys. And you've seen me do that a lot of times. So I will add diamond dust to the drips, but here's my little fun twist. So we have our Patriotic ice cream cone. I went in my inventory stash and pulled the Build a Gnome stamp set. Y'all have been asking me more and more to incorporate stamping into my designs and or show how to stamp on clay.
Yeah.
So one of my near future projects, I'm going to show how to stamp on clay. So here's my
Oh,
little
nice.
Build a Gnome set. It has the beard, the body, two different hats, braids, several nose styles and hands, all the cute things. And for those that have die cutting machines, it has a coordinating die. You guys, you could use coupon SALE, SALE, to receive 50% off any current full price stamps and dies in my shop today. And then this is the Build a Gnome summer add-on set. And I pulled it because I love the little Uncle Sam hat and the little ice cream cone. So
Oh,
I
how
stamped
cute.
the Uncle Sam hat and the little ice cream cone. And then I die cut them out with my die cutting machine. So the Build a Gnome and Build a Gnome summer set. And then let me show you the images. So here's, and then I colored them in with Copic markers. Here's my gnome body with his little shoes, right?
Oh,
Here's the gnome beard. And all I did is I took like a gray marker and went
yeah.
right around the outline to give it a little gray shading.
I
Here's
love
my
that.
Uncle Sam little hat. I
Oh,
stamped, I colored in, and then I took my X-Acto knife, guys, and I went right around that border and cut it because we're gonna put it on his head. Here's the little ice cream cone, just like our waffle cone here. And then I did two little hands and a nose, and I put adhesive pop dots on the back so we can pop them up and make them three-dimensional. Okay.
I love gnomies.
I love Nomis, and I'm going to put it together and show you how we're going to attach him to our patriotic ice cream sundae. All right, this is just an adhesive tape runner. You could get those from the craft store. I'm using that to attach the beard onto the body. We're just building a gnome, guys, just building a gnome. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the hat. Remember, I said I cut that slit in
Well,
there.
because this is a foam sheet now and not clay, I can use my hot glue gun. I love your gnomies. My husband thinks gnomes are weird.
Aww,
I know. He's a party pooper.
I think they're cute.
I think they're adorable. But he
All
really
right.
doesn't like elves. And I love the elves, and I've got some. And he's like, nope,
Aw.
no elves. I'm like, he said, the gnomes are bad enough. Don't you pull them freaky little elves out.
There's a little smile in the stamp set right there, but
Oh,
because of time, I'm not gonna stamp. I'm just taking a marker and drawing his little smile. But if you don't trust yourself with a marker, you
like
can
children. Do you trust your child with the marker?
you can stamp it. But I wanted to get the placement of his nose before I stamped uh the mouth. I didn't want to do the mouth ahead of time. I wanted to place his nose first. All right. So now, like I said, I put the pop dots, adhesive pop dots, and you can get those from the craft store, guys. Uh, on the back to make his hands look a little, his hands and his nose look a little three-dimensional and like he's holding this ice cream cone. You guys, so stinking cute. Put an adhesive on the back of the cone. And we're going to make it look like he's holding it.
All right, I'm gonna get my spackle. I don't think I have any in a bag. I might have some though. Let me look. Y'all go ahead. You go ahead.
We have 4 minutes left.
Oh mercy.
And then up next after us is Lydia. And she's going live. Was it with Nikki B? Let me pull up my
Look
graphic.
at me.
Usually Jan and I finish the day out, but because Lydia's got started her new job
Actually, she didn't.
or is getting ready to start her new job,
Not unless she
she's
gets one.
she got the job. She didn't get the
No,
job?
no, no.
She went for she said she went for orientation and to meet and greet everyone last week.
She did, but she'll have to tell you the story. But no, it didn't
Oh,
happen. So
oh, I
she's
missed
ours for a
that.
little while longer.
Okay, I missed that. I missed that. So sorry, guys.
It's
Um,
all right.
and then I'm going to add the little gnome. I'm going to let my foam clay dry, guys, and I'm going to add the diamond dust to my drips. And tomorrow, once the foam clay is dry, I'm going to, with hot glue, just add my little patriotic gnome right to the front of my little ice cream. And he's going to look like that. I'll put him on here. So cute.
Well, I will finish this after we are done today because I know it's not going to get finished now. But I'll post a picture.
When I add glue to him, he'll behave. He's not behaving right now, guys. Look at him. He's acting like he's drunk. Let me put the glue behind me.
He's been drinking too many mimosas.
Right.
I love a good mimosa. I haven't
So
had one in a while.
I do too. They had them that fashion show I went to last week. They
Oh,
served us mimosas. That was so nice.
that
So
fashion show looks
I'm
right
gonna
up your
let
alley.
all of that drip dry. I will add the diamond dust to it. And then tomorrow I will adhere my little Uncle Sam gnome with his ice cream cone onto my patriotic ice cream scoop. So Jan and I, ice cream sundaes and ice cream cones done two ways.
Yes,
Two ways.
it will be done.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we will snap pictures of the final finished projects once they're complete and dry, and we will share with you all. But we hope you could try this. We hope you try it. And thanks for hanging with us today.
Yes,
Everyone, we certainly do appreciate it. We appreciate your time. We hope you had fun and learned something. And we're going to head over to Lydia's next. She's up at 3 o'clock. And then up after her is Nancy from Pretty NLC Designs. Okay,
yes.
guys, until next time, have a great rest of your day. Be sweet. Thank you, Jan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie.
Okay, bye, everyone.